Boom! Welcome to Results Fitness. Thanks, ladies, for jumping on board. Tonight, I'm really super excited to introduce you guys to Sards. Sards has been a good friend of mine for a couple of years now, and she's done a massive achievement. The biggest thing that I wanted to share with you tonight is what's happened when she's just done this try this weekend. We caught up this morning. Sards was in tears, which made me almost cry, and that's why I wanted to go live tonight. So if this is something that might interest you, do us a favour and share this out. Tonight is all about what Sards has done and how that's transformed her family and her daughter. And the great news is I've got Pracy in the house with me tonight. She's holding up questions for me as we speak. So how we're going to play the game is if you've got any questions that you want to ask, pop them in the comments and we will ask Sards later to come back and answer them for you. Tonight I've just got a list of questions that I've got Pracy holding up for me that I'm going to answer, and I hope that this helps inspire or motivate any one of our mums out there, or actually just motivates and inspires other people, because I believe sharing is caring, and I've got a unique opportunity to have a quick catch up with Sards and Pracy tonight. So, look at the camera and smile, right?
Getting love hearts at the moment.
So there's a couple of people out there that might be watching the video tonight. Do you mind saying, so you joined Results Fitness, and I know that a lot of that had to do with your family. Yeah. Why did you join? Like, why did you come to a gym? Where were you at that time in your life?
I was a lot heavier. I had been diagnosed with diabetes, knew I needed to do something.
So do you think that represents a huge amount of people in the community?
Yeah.
So
and you never put yourself first.
Why? Can you tell me why that? I'm not a mum.
You prioritise your kids, and
do you have any regrets for prioritising your kids? Are your kids amazing?
No, but now after I've joined the gym and do what I do, it's like I think.
So when you found out,
totally different.
Yeah, it is totally different. Yeah. So can you just share with people, because there's a lot of people that might be watching tonight that have recently, like the last 3 months or 6 months, gone to the doctor and been diagnosed as diabetic. If you don't mind, how did that make you feel as a mum, I guess, and as an individual? What was that like?
You kind of think, in the beginning you have that, what do you say, that you don't believe it's really happening. You know, you think, how has this happened? And like, you really do know how it's happened, but you kind of go into denial.
Why do you think you ended up with diabetes?
Stress and...
Yeah. Someone needs to put that in the comments. Yes, genetics plays a huge part. Someone please put that in the comments.
And then also just, bad diet and all of that.
So, when you're stressed, which is all of us, what were you eating? What food were you turning to?
Just whatever, chocolate, chips, whatever.
For energy?
Yeah.
Sugar. So when you came in to the club to sign up, what was, like you said, you wanted to be a role model for your children. Why is that important? Like, share that with people. What is it?
Well, you have to be around for your kids. Like, a lot of us are having our kids later now as well. Like, my mum would have been not even 20 when she had me. But I was almost 30 when I had my first child. So, it's like, you're going to be a lot older, and you want to be around for your kids to see them at their 21st birthdays and their whatever else comes, all those milestones. And if you're not looking after yourself, then you may not be around.
And this is a really common story. This is one of our highest motivators, that our mums decide to come and, I guess, join. It's always it's a really hard time, because normally they've been diagnosed with something. Normally their relationship with their children is detached. Normally they're feeling overweight. Did you have confidence when you came into the club? How hard was it for you to come in here?
It was hard.
It is.
Getting there in the first place as well. Like, you kind of think, I didn't know anyone here. It was just, I had come to those Zumba classes.
Yes.
And
so it was like a little easy entry because you'd done it. Great. Okay, so that's one of our things. Now, so how long ago did you sign up with us at the club?
About 4 or 5 years ago.
There you go.
Actually, no, 6 years ago.
There you go. 4 to 5, then it jumped to 6. So she's been here a while. Can you share with the viewers what it is that you've achieved in that time? So you've come, when you first arrived, you were diabetic.
Yeah.
You were a mum, obviously.
Yeah.
Bad eating habits, highly stressed, yeah?
Yeah.
How was your emotional state?
Bit of a wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for being honest.
Yeah. And
So how was
because
your
I was-
lifestyle habits? What were you in, what did you do on a daily basis? What did your life look like? And I'm going to ask you, Tracy.
I was running around, you
Yes.
know, from work and kids and then just grabbing whatever you could. Like, even though the doctor and the nurse at the doctor's office told you what you should be doing, you kind of did a little bit of it, but not enough.
When did you think then that your mindset changed, that you wanted to be a role model for your kids?
Once I started coming here and doing more,
Nice.
yeah.
So what have you achieved in that time? What's changed for you? You've had significant weight loss?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of weight loss. And
How much? Tell them how much.
Over 20 kgs.
See? Look at her. Skinny mum now. Skinny mum.
And,
How do you manage diabetes now?
well, I'm no longer on my diabetes medicine.
Yay, yay, yay. So that means metformin's out the window because she doesn't have to manipulate the insulin levels. That's a plus. How does
Yeah.
that make you feel?
Really good. I just feel so much better for it. And it's like, now I just think, oh, why didn't I start doing this earlier?
You did a lot of stuff on your own, and you just sort of went out there and did it. Then one day you got a personal trainer.
Yeah.
And what's the difference? Like, you're working one-on-one now with one of our trainers, which is Alan. What have you managed to do having someone that looks after you? How has that helped?
Well, now it's like I have someone to answer to. Because like
It's accountability.
I used to just coast along.
Isn't she fun though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alan, if you're watching this, you are fun somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Does she push you?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Was that scary? Was that scary to get a trainer?
Yeah, yeah, it totally was. And it was only because I signed up for one of the challenges and I needed a trainer to do that challenge. And so I was like, oh, okay. I met Alan and we kind of got along and hit it off. And
So what has Alan done or said or encouraged to make you where you are today? So if these people are looking at, oh, I don't want to have a personal trainer, because personal trainers are quite intimidating, and personal trainers are fit, skinny people. Yes, I know, I'm fit and skinny, remember that, right? But it is a really hard decision to do. And you've said to me that without a personal trainer, you wouldn't be where you are today.
Yeah.
But tell these guys why you did that and what you've got out of it.
well, she just has this energy. And it's not like you've got someone drilling you down saying, oh, you have to do so many push-ups, you have to do so many this and that. It's like she's just been really encouraging, full of advice. And she's able to modify things for me because, like, you know, initially I had hurt my shoulder.
Yes.
And I couldn't do a lot of the exercises.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, you know, she'd go away, research it and tell me what I should be changing and how to do a particular move to adjust it for me.
And did that, okay. So how many years did SARS, and I can ask her this without her being offended, did you try to do stuff on your own without going to an expert?
Out of those 6 years,
did you see her body language? Yes.
Out of those 6 years, probably 4 years.
Nice. Thank you for being honest, because sometimes people need to fast track their results, and my belief and a lot of our members' belief is that Sam keeps telling me to move. You move, Sam.
We got more and more of this
Oh,
in the background.
look. Is that better? Is
There
that
we
better?
go.
I'm
I'm
standing
good
up. what we do get is a lot of people that achieve quicker or that are in a position where they're able to have a trainer one-on-one. People don't understand why they get a trainer. They think that the trainers are for the elite and for the fit. And that's not always the case, because trainers aren't about pushing you 100%. They're about, exactly how Saad said, we like to modify things and also provide solutions. And we all need accountability, right? So if you want to drop 20 kilos in a couple of years, Ellen's your girl. And any trainer that works for you. Is that right?
Yeah.
So we're just going to, what I wanted to get to today is, Saad's wanted me to mention that Ellen is one of her top motivators and one of the top reasons why she's managed to achieve it. So I wanted to address that for her, and she's extremely grateful to Ellen for everything that she's managed to achieve. What I wanted to hit today is, on the weekend, we had a conversation. We had a conversation this morning. We sat and I said, how was it a try? She said, it was just, and she just stopped. And you could see the goosebumps coming up on her. And I said, why? And she said, it was just amazing. And I said, do you mind, why was it amazing? And she just ended up with tears in her eyes, and I said, it was your daughter, eh? And she said, yeah, it was. I'm going to ask you to share. So last year, I've got tissues. Don't worry, Sards, I've got tissues. Last year, what was different?
Last year it was just me. I just trained with everyone else. It was so much fun training with everyone. Didn't feel like we were training because there were so many of us training together.
And it was crazy.
Yeah. And we just did it, and Ellen stayed with me the whole try. She was there supporting me the whole way, and it was hard.
Absolutely, it's
so
hard.
But at the end, I was just on a high after doing the try.
So you were scared last year.
Yeah.
Your trainer encouraged you to do it.
Yeah.
Against your better judgment, you still did it. But you're on cloud 9, and I'll just tell you now, this lady has motivated way more people to go and give it a go this year. So this year, what did we do?
So this year, 4 weeks ago, we kind of all got together for one of our training sessions, and Tracy came along that morning, and she ended up running with Ellen and I.
That's her daughter. And how old's your daughter?
17.
17, a teenage daughter. Can you try and get a teenage daughter motivated at 17? Like 17, really? Okay.
Yeah, and getting her up in the morning.
Absolutely. So was your intention to say, my daughter's going to do it with me? Did you ever have that? No. There you go. There you go.
Definitely not.
So what made her come in and train with you? And I'm going to swap out in a minute. I'm going to get Tracy to come into my position.
I have no idea. I was talking about, I'm going to go do this team training in the morning, and she was like, can I come along? And she came along and sat in the car.
What daughter asked that? And how did that make you feel?
I was like surprised that she wanted to come along in the first place.
Yes.
But then, she was in the car while we did the swim and the cycle. And then she ended up joining us for the run.
Whoa. Now I'm going to step out of here, and I'm going to get Tracy to come in so she can introduce herself. I'll introduce her, actually. Tracy, you can come in to chat with Mum. But we can't fit 3 of us here. So come on in, and I will just ask some questions. Leave Mum and daughter. So, Tracy, do you mind sharing with other teenagers out there, mums, first of all, you just got up one day and said, I'm going to go and train with Mum. Why did you do that?
Well, she asked me if I wanted to come with her, and I didn't expect to go running with them.
So what did you think was going to happen? Did you think, why is Mum asking me? Or did you think, I'm going to go?
I don't know. I just went along
just
to watch her. I wanted to see how she trained.
Isn't that cool? So eyes there. Right, so the daughter, which is Tracy, right? Because this can relate to any of our mums out there. She just decided to join her mum. Can you just tell our viewers, your mum, a few years ago before she was training, and now your mum today, like 20 kilos lighter, how's her attitude? How's her energy? Have you got a different mum now?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Can you?
She seems happier.
Wow.
Now.
I'm going to have a moment, see. So mum's a lot happier?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is the stuff that rocks our world. So I'm going to lose train of thought because that's quite a cool thing to say. Get back to the training and then I won't be as emotional.
So many hearts going, guys. There's
There's
a
so many.
ridiculous amount of hearts
You know,
going
like
across
you
this.
honestly have no idea how awesome it is to see a mum and daughter that can go out and train. So anyway, Pracey, you talk us through the try because I don't want mum to cry and hopefully you'll talk more, right? So you came and did a run with all of mum's friends at the gym and did you think they're crazy people?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we are crazy people, trust me. What was mum's friends like at the gym?
They're super nice and super supportive. And
So did you feel like the young teenager and nobody wanted you to be around them?
kind of.
Yeah, so it's hard when you first come into that situation. So you went out of your comfort zone. Is there a certain time that you decided that you were going to do the try, or did mum say, come on, do the try with me?
She asked me last year,
Yes?
and I was keen, but then we ran out of time for training.
Nice.
But then, yeah.
How much training, now be honest with everybody, like, because a lot of us started training in November and December, ASARTs. You know, we've been doing spin. These guys have been training with Alan and Mary out on Rosebank Road out there. Half of our girls didn't even have bikes.
Yeah.
Be honest, how long have you been training for, Pracey?
Not much.
How long, Sards? There you go.
4 weeks.
So her daughter's
signed her
only
up.
been training for 4 weeks. Isn't that
before.
crazy that she's only been training for 4 weeks? Tell me, share that experience. So how did that feel for you, Sards? How did that feel for you, Pracey?
So I just thought, you know, she regretted it not doing it last year because a
Awesome.
week out from the try, she's like, oh, should I do it? I'm like, hell no, 1 week before the try. And so when she came along that morning, we were all talking about it and thought, oh, why don't you do it? And so, yeah, and then I went back and we talked about it and I'm like, so do you want to do it? And she thought about it. She's like, oh, should I do it? And I thought, oh, she's young. She can do it.
As all mums
Hi,
do,
Mum.
eh? As all mums do. Were you nervous, Pracey?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your biggest fear of doing a triathlon? Because it's big. And you're 17. That's amazing.
I thought I would have to stop at
Yes.
some point.
Perfect. Did you think you would swim? What was your weakest, out of the swim, cycle and run, what was your hardest thing?
Cycling.
Cycling. Excellent. Had you done much spin? Because she's been to my spin.
I went once.
Yes. There you go.
Twice a week.
Yes, she's been once. So, Sards, can you tell us what happened on the Saturday when you guys decided to get up and you were doing the try? So it was really different for you this year.
Yeah.
Can you tell us why?
Yeah, I was so nervous for her because I was thinking, oh my God, what have I done? I've signed her up to do this thing and she's going to be doing it like, you know, I'm going to go and try and beat my time and I'm not going to be there with her to do it and keep an eye on her to see how she's doing and if she needs a hand or if she needs the support. Like I knew everyone else was there to help there and to support her along, but I was I was actually really anxious for her.
So what did we get out of that? Tell me how it ended up. Tell the viewers how it ended up, because every mum is going to be really nervous. Every mum is going to be really anxious.
Yeah.
Did you have bigger anxiety than what you did last year?
Yeah, it was huge this year. I was like, I don't know, some people tried to talk to me and I was kind of like, my head was just, my head was down and I was just worried about her.
Yes.
Because I knew that, oh yeah, you know, I'm just going to go hard and try and do the best that I can. But once we were in the water, I was thinking, far out, I'm going hard. I wonder how she is doing behind me. But then I saw her on the course. She came out of the water not far behind me. And
See? High five.
And then I kind of helped her a little bit while I was getting ready, got myself ready, and then just laid things out for her to say, make sure you got this, make sure you got that, and then took off on my cycle. And then I turned around, I was coming back, and then I saw her, and I was like, oh, she's, you know.
Right, where was she?
She's
Right
doing all
behind you.
right. She's doing all right. I knew that she would struggle on the cycle. And that's why I brought her to spin classes, to get her ready for the cycle. And then I knew that she was definitely going to beat me on the run.
Don't
'Cause,
you
like,
hate that when they're young?
I know.
So mum got competitive and go, I better get out there as fast as I
I
can.
was like, you know, the whole run walking, and this one here probably just ran as hard as she could. And
Did you?
She
Tracy,
was,
be honest. Did you try and beat Mum? Look at her face. Did she? Look at her.
I tried to.
As you should.
and
But
she
she
was
beat
like
me.
right on my heels on that run. Like I was way ahead of her on the cycle, but on that run, she was like literally probably 5 minutes behind me.
That's awesome.
So I came over the finish, and then I ran back to hopefully try and catch her before she came into that finish line. And then, you know, I yelled out to her, do you want me to run in with you? And we ran in together, and I don't know how I found the energy to run in with her. I was thinking, she's going so fast, how am I going to keep up with her? But,
Absolutely.
I was just so stoked for her, and just so emotional after as well.
Was Mum crying?
She was crying before the try, but not after.
Yeah, she was crying. And was Mum proud of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that you and Mum have done an event together, how does that make you feel as a 17-year-old? Do you know any other 17-year-olds that have managed to do a triathlon with their mum?
No.
That is really cool
Special.
stuff.
It's really special, man.
That is really cool stuff. It is amazing that you had the guts to go and do it, and it's amazing that you had the support of your mum. So I'm going to ask Mum if she was to tell any mums out there what to do, and I mean, we don't like to tell people what to do, but what do you think that mums could do out there? And then Tracy, what do you think mums could do out there? So, Sards, if we've got mums out there that don't think this is possible, what would you say to them?
Oh, it's so possible. So possible. And it's not about the time either and how long it takes you to do it. It's just the doing it together and getting through.
Has this made you guys stronger?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. As if that's possible, it's made them stronger.
Yeah.
So, since you've done your try, since you've lost your weight, since you are now fit and strong, how has that changed your relationship with Tracy?
I think so much better now. I can encourage her more. I've got more confidence as well of being able to encourage her, and even the support that I get from you guys here, you know, that's just taught me so much more and just made my whole life a lot better.
So there you have it. That's Mum. Now, Tracy, I know you're only 17, right? But what do you want to say to Mum about being there for you and encouraging you to do a triathlon?
I think you're insane. But the try was super fun, and thank you for helping me and supporting me and motivating me to do the try. And yeah.
How cool is that? Like, that is
Awesome,
the
eh?
most special thing we've done on Facebook today. Mum and daughter going down, doing a triathlon together, their relationship so much stronger. A 17-year-old really going to do a try with her mum, that's an opportunity that you don't want to miss. So would you, if you had mums out there, is it important that your mum supported you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it great to have mum at the finish line?
Yeah.
Did you like the fact that mum believed in you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And did mum ever say, you're not allowed to do it, you can't do it, you're crazy, you're not fit enough, you're not strong enough?
Well, you're not going to come and ruin my girls' weekend away with my friends. No?
And can you tell us how mum's different now? So now, you know, before mum was a little bit more stressed out, mum's health wasn't the best. How is mum's attitude different? Is she a better mum? Because she's not there for you as much, is she? Because sometimes she's at the gym. But is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Why? Why is it okay that mum's now at the gym? Tell all our kids out there.
Because it makes her happy.
There you go, because it makes mum happy. And is mum better when she's happy?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Ladies, thanks so much for coming in and sharing your personal experience. We couldn't be prouder as business owners. Nothing excites us more than women going out there and achieving. And for these two to come in on their Tuesday night and share such a personal journey, I highly, highly, highly love them for doing it. Ladies, if you know anyone else that could benefit, please share this out. Like, honestly, share it out. These guys are real women getting real results. I don't want to say it, they're not anyone special because they are super special to us, right? But if they can do it, you can do it. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely.
If they can do it, you guys can do it. So thanks, guys, for jumping on. Thanks, Sards.
Turn around,
Yeah.
girls. Turn around.
Oh, yeah,
Show them your triathletes. There we go. Look at our
See?
2 triathletes.
So they're very proud to wear our t-shirts.
Nice,
Thanks,
guys.
Tracy. Thanks, Sards, for coming in. And just a last hug, see?
Last hug.
How
Mummy
cool are
Gully
these
hugs.
guys? See? They're awesome.
Oh.
Thank you, ladies. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for sharing it out.